Hi.
Hi.
Sweet potato words.
Get out of here. Sweet potato words? That says sweet savory words?
Sweet potato words.
It's one of those days. It's one of those days. Y'all come on in here. Okay.
I'll take his spot for like 3 seconds. So
Okay.
we're gonna fall out the chair, Steven. Yes,
Hello, y'all.
Hey, Steven broke the chair.
Hey, Miss Brenda. There is sweet savory words. I've got to look at your name. 1 second. And I'm down here, not up there. Okay. Now. We'll get here.
Eventually.
We're all here.
Let's see.
I'm just in here.
Sweet savory words. I know you've been in here before. What is your first name?
Oh, the other list?
Nope. You're not on my list.
Emma's fault.
All right. Hello, Miss Brenda at Redbird Farm and Gwen at Broke Cowgirl. Hello, how are y'all? And Miss Robin. I hope everyone's having a good day. Yes, ma'am.
still
Hey,
in the
Mr.
bowl.
Jimmy. Is she stuck in the bowl?
No, she's not stuck in.
All right.
Sit in the stove.
No. The chicken.
Hey, Janice. You like our building? I'm so happy you do. Thanks.
I don't know where it's at.
We like
Steven.
it too.
Hey, where's his little koozie whatchamacallit?
In the cabinet. 1 second. On the right. On the
Other one.
other one. Next
Hey,
one. On
cup
the right.
one. Cup one.
Over one.
Yeah.
Top. Somewhere up there. Okay.
He found it.
She cleaned.
I put stuff up. You can't find it. Well, y'all come on in here. Sorry, we was just a minute or so late.
Logan's fault.
Logan had me helping him with a 4-H speech,
Okay, goodbye.
You
and
need to lie down.
he was kind of at the computer. Hello, Patty from Maine. Welcome. Miss Patty Canders from Maine. Welcome. Nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you before.
Yes.
Come on in. Come on in.
Hello, hello. I'm like way back here.
Yeah, because the star was kind of in the way. I brought a box home from storage that I'm still trying to go through, getting everything put up.
Yeah, we're fixing to
I
have
look
it.
naked without my earrings. My earrings on.
Who is?
And my necklace. It's
Hello,
Beverly
hello.
Moffett. Hello.
I'm
Come
getting
on
over a
in.
sinus infection, so
Yeah, he's sick.
I'm sick.
He's sick.
Give me my phone.
Yeah, that's yours. That's mine. Oh, goodness, y'all. Have y'all had a busy weekend? We will get you filled in on our weekend.
Uno momento.
Definitely.
So
1 second.
I pulled up.
That's a first.
Yep.
Okay.
Hello, we've
Yeah,
been there
comments.
before.
Had a sinus infection. It took me 3 weeks to get rid of. Ooh.
It,
Yeah.
it started coming on last week. We've been out working in the cold so much and helping our friend Jessica fix and correct a
Nice.
chicken tractor, which she made a post on that. We may pull that up in a bit and show that. That's one of the things we've been working on pretty heavy, hot and heavy this weekend to help her get done.
Yep.
So she could get her. We were temporarily housing her chicks here until we got her situated. Watch your
Right.
picture video a lot like mine everywhere.
Yeah, just it is what it is. You gotta shove it where you can shove it sometimes. Hey Randy, come on in here. So yeah, we've got the shed all caught up now on videos. I was waiting until we kind of got it, all finished and complete so we could show you beginning to end, so we didn't straggle you along, because it took us 2 months working on it. Because it got cold and then it got warm and then it was rain. Hey, Janet, you ain't been in here in a while. Good to see you.
I'm waiting for everything to get delivered, installed, and ready, and inspected. And
Miss Brenda says she went to Buc-ee's in Denton, Texas. Uh-oh. Emma wants to go to one.
Kat's gonna be jealous. She wanted to go, and she went with us to Kentucky to go pick up the chickens that way we bought.
Yeah.
That video will be coming out next week. This week.
Yeah, well, yeah, this week. I already had the shed already scheduled out the way I wanted it, so I couldn't throw the chickens in the middle of it. So the chickens will be coming out, I think, tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow or Wednesday.
I think it's tomorrow.
Still hear those chicks. Yep, they're big now.
Yeah, I think they're a little older than what we thought.
Yep, we think.
They're pretty big.
Hey,
Hey,
Tamara.
Tamara. Crafting dolls, second get around now. Yeah, new shed. So yeah, we got the shed all done and put out there last week. So you guys seen all that and seen the pantry tour and all that. And yeah, even just since last week, they have really grown. They've really gotten big.
That's one of our calico princesses.
Emma said they look like they done stuck their foot in a socket or something, but they're pretty big. I mean,
Yeah.
they're pretty big. I'm showing you emphasis about my hand size.
Yeah, pretty those.
Yeah, they got some black color on them. Black color on the feather wings there. Yeah,
They're on the ends.
pretty neat. And the little runt, I think, is the prettiest. She's got the most kind of black.
And their tail feathers are about the same too.
It's a little chicky. It's a little runt.
No, that's
No,
not
that's
right.
not the runt.
Oh, hi.
They have grown a lot, haven't they?
So they're quite a handful now.
Yeah, have to hold them with two hands. Oh,
Oh, see, I
Cat
told
see
you.
you. Cat done snuck in there. Hey, Mark, welcome. Come on in. Yeah, they've actually outgrown the box. We're gonna go and probably go buy a bigger box here in just a little bit, or maybe tomorrow, because all of ours that are bigger than that box are actually being used in storage. Mark said they look like tacos.
Here's one of the little leghorns.
Yep, they've grown a lot.
Getting all there.
Come on up some.
You know, their feathers in.
Yep.
Long little tail feathers.
Yeah, I think they are probably close to 4 weeks old now, just by the size. They look pretty big. Tarsha,
Yeah.
hey.
They're getting on
Come
out
with,
there.
I want to see a chicken. No, not in the house. They're not.
No.
Doing good. Had to run and get the critters fed. Yep, about that time, ain't it?
And we've not got these out and handled them as much as we did the old ones.
These are very skittish. Like we had the leghorns before, and we petted them and everything while they were in the boxes, like in the house. But after they went outside, we didn't bother them, so they, didn't know us or anything. And these, you can't touch them. I mean, they are very skittish, which is their nature, but they're just really skittish.
They're a skittish breed. Everybody's told us that they're a real skittish breed,
Yeah.
which is fine. We want them for the eggs. We're
Our
not-
last ones weren't, so that's why it's kind of different for us this time.
Yeah.
Yep, they're loud back there. They getting some messes back there. They're getting bowls and get stuck on top of feeders, and we had to put the netting over it last week, and because they started flying. So they are, like, when they stand up tall, they're about halfway up the edge of that box. So
I'm about to get a lot taller box.
yeah, we need to get a taller box. It's okay. Yeah, triple. That's funny. Triple, yeah. So we got the pictures up, if you guys seen it, about us helping Jessica get her coop. Now last week, whenever we went to Kentucky and got our chickens, we went ahead and got her 4. So we brought home 14 hens, and then a Rhode Island Red rooster and 2 silky roosters. Well, she got 4 of the hens. So we now have 10 hens. And then she got 1 of the silkies, which they nicknamed it Hey Hey on the way home, because it looks like Hey Hey off of Moana. So she got that. Oh my God, that's freaky. You're like sitting back and the mouse is moving because he's got it on his leg. Like, the heck? So anyways, she got Hay and 4 hens and has taken them now and put them in that tractor coop. Hey Kim, how are you?
Hey Kim, did you send me a friend request on Facebook?
Miss Patty said I paid $7.14 for 18 eggs at Wally World this week. They were, what was it, $7.47?
$7.47
at
for
ours
18.
for 18. They finally, after I said that last week, they put it was was it $4.17 for a dozen and then $7.47 or something like that for 18 count. So yeah. We got
this was the tractor that it was a rabbit tractor that she got donated to her.
We actually got 7 eggs today.
And you see it was busted and cracked.
They actually, I found out the story again. They actually took a sledgehammer to it.
Why?
Because they have nothing else better to do. So the people that built this is one of mine and Jessica's friends, and she originally said it was a rabbit tractor and that the supports underneath it or something didn't hold up the house they built, but now found out that they've actually just took a sledgehammer to it because they didn't have nothing else better to do. So with the base of it being so well built, she was like, well, maybe she could do something with it. So we went ahead and she got it from her. She was like, here, if you can use it, do something with it. So we did. We took off all the busted wood and all of the wire that was all just messed up or whatever. Took it off, and then we went ahead and attached the house to it on the back. Now, she only has 4 hens and the small silky rooster, so she didn't need a whole lot.
Right.
We rebuilt the back end of it, rebuilt the middle section, and then put the house coop on top. And I put a door on the very front so she can get the waters in and out the front or the back. But yeah, there's a door on the back, so she can do it either way. If she wants to hang them underneath, if she wants to set them on the ground, whatever.
Okay, thanks, Kim. I just want to make sure because it was Kim somebody. I thought it was you, and I thought we were already friends. So I figured I'd ask because I know people get hacked and stuff all the time. So I just want to make sure it wasn't you.
So just from the coops that I have built before, I wanted to put the extra door on the bottom, the door on the back of the house, and then a door on the front because I think there's a picture somewhere of Emma lifting up the front.
Yeah, you didn't put it in this one.
But whenever we had our last tractor, it was just kind of an A-frame on the front. And whenever we went to throw scraps in, I had to go through the house, the coop. And it was difficult when you had, a big bucket or a big bowl or something, you just kind of had to fling it and it made it through the front door. And so I was like, well, we're going to go ahead and put the front door or the little hatch door on the very front for her to throw scraps in or for the food or waters or whatever she wanted to put in it. And it should be on there. Probably more. Yeah, there's more over there. And so I built hers from what I have learned. And so we put the door on the bottom, the door on the front, and then the door in the coop. And she's got room to put 2 milk crates on the inside of the door. There's 2 milk crates right there. There's a roost bar across the top of it. And then she's got the little doorway that goes out the front. So, yeah. So here's a few more pictures. That's the back part of it and the side view. The wheels are in the back. Yeah. And so that was the original front. And then here's some of the stages. If you guys didn't see it on Facebook, here's some of the stages where we went through building it. We originally had 2 2x4s put together for the ramp. And then I told her, I was like, that's just too heavy. And on ours, we built the ramp too short. And so whenever it came down, we had to rig it up with a rope to be able to pull it up through the chicken wire in the front and hook it on a nail to be able to move it. If not, the ramp was down on the ground and you couldn't move it. So we had to rig that up. So on hers, I made it long enough to go from the door down to the front of the coop, and we screwed it to the wood. And so we eventually changed that. And there you see the milk crate in the back. And so there's actually 2 right there with the roost bar over top of them. And there's us trying to figure out how to cut this tin. that was a little booger.
I wasn't there, sorry.
No, Stephen was he was actually at the doctor. I sent him to the doctor this day. This was actually yesterday. So there's me and Jessica cutting the roof, and then she is stapling down the chicken wire, and I'm trying to hold it on there. There's Emma stapling down her side. She trimmed off that side while we were putting on the other, so she stapled all that down. And there's Jessica stapling hers down. But you see, we just ended up doing 1 2x4 for the ramp because I didn't have anything wider. Because again, all of this was donated. She got a free chicken coop tractor, except for buying the hinges and some screws. So everything was free here, and we used what we had. Some of those dark pieces right there on the front was actually some of the old paneling from the shed, the extra pieces that we had. But yeah, I mean, it was all free except for the hinges and the screws that she had to buy. And there's her door. She was opening up the back door, make sure that it come up from under the roof, and she was actually putting the second milk crate in there. And there's her latching it back. She found that little chain thing, and we rigged it up and put it on there. And yeah, there's both sides of it. There's Emma opening it up. So yeah, she can just open that up and throw those scraps and stuff in there.
My face.
You'd be looking kind of rough, don't you?
Hey.
Emma was helping us a lot.
Like you've been working in the coal mine.
Yeah. Well, that's what we was trying to do. Jessica, she's all for, free is best,
And repurpose and reclaim.
That's what she does. She goes shopping on the side of the road all the time.
And there's Emma's.
Emma hit the wrong nail. Yep, I can't see that. Hang on. Yeah, it's all better now. We done stuck a needle in it a few times trying to get the blood out. Hey, Wendy. Benjamin.
Oh, and then I cut my hand too.
So that's.
Yeah, I sliced my finger open on the tip end of my fourth finger right there a little bit, but that's okay. It's healing.
I did not. I just got a sinus infection from being out in the cold.
He got sick. We got hurt. But no, that's all we did. We worked on that
pretty much most of the weekend.
Friday. I took off Friday.
Saturday.
Worked around here a little bit, and then we went over there that afternoon. Figured out what we were doing because we didn't see none of this until Friday. And so Friday we kind of gathered in my head. I took pictures. I come home. I drew it out. Kind of made plans of what we could do with it. And then Saturday we went over there. And no, Thursday we went and looked at it. Friday we went and worked on it. That's right. And then most of the day Saturday, and then we finished up yesterday. I sent Stephen to the doctor, and I went over there, and Emma hit the nail next time.
Actually, it was a staple. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We didn't get one.
What? One what?
From Saturday night.
Well.
Oh, I don't know.
I got something from Saturday night.
So yeah.
Okay.
She's excited about where we went Saturday night. Anybody know what Kojo means?
Well, it says it underneath it.
Well, they might not can see it. I don't know if they can see that or not.
Oh, do you want to talk about it?
Yep. Kojo is Cody Johnson. So we went to the Cody Johnson concert Saturday night. Yay.
He's so cute.
Yes, we can get a lot done. We're not on the dance floor. We get even more done if we keep our butt here.
That's what I said. We've got to stay here because we've got to finish setting up her sewing room, and then we got to.
I have not even worked on my sewing room yet.
We've got to get storage.
Look, it's her man.
Get storage unloaded, and then.
Yeah, we've got one storage unit we're fixing to either bring home or move to another unit because it's almost empty.
And we did this one. This is part of people.
It was fun.
Yep. So we saw Jesse Rabb Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw Randy Hauser. And then, of course, we saw Cody Johnson. Yep. So we went there.
And Logan and Emma got to go. So this was Emma's pick because that's her man, so to speak. She doesn't know what a man is, but
Treasure Hunter. Hey.
Hey, Neil. that was kind of her big thing. That's what she had her meltdown in Christmas for when she found out we had I got us tickets for this, and she literally was boohoo tearing.
Yeah, I cried. Mama got a video.
Yeah, I did get it videoed. I didn't put it out though.
I think we should have.
No.
That'd make it short.
So I videoed Logan opening up the tickets for Jeff Dunham, and then I videoed, of course, Emma opening up the tickets
Well, I
for
was
Cody
expecting
Johnson.
them to be Jeff Dunham tickets,
Yeah.
but then they weren't, which really caught me by surprise.
It was great. He's a lot like Garth Brooks because he kind of jumps around and hollers, and he's very energetic, and lights and everything just going. I've been to concerts to where they just
Ben.
walked around the stage and talked and sang, and that was their
He
thing.
was in it. He even tells you, he's like,
Yeah, he jumped off the back, and it was cool.
I got the next 90 minutes. I need crowd participation. We're gonna keep this thing going. And he went all of 90 minutes and
And then
wide
exhausted.
open. I mean, he was stomping the stage and running from here and playing with this instrument and swapping guitars between songs.
yeah.
And it was depending on what he was playing. He had a different guitar for each one. I mean, he just constantly was on the go. I was pretty impressed with his energy, as I was tired
Right?
and I was sick, but I was there.
Hey, Jesse. How are y'all?
Yes, make it short and you can play it years later. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll wait
Hey,
when
Kat,
be a part of
so
her
much
wedding day stuff.
Well, she thought that her husband might have had one of those cutting things, but he was not there yesterday. He was actually out working on another job or something. And so we didn't have the little thing to cut it with. Again, you had your first lamb born this morning. Again, didn't y'all just get out of lambing season?
That was last year.
God.
That was
It
last year.
It just happened.
That was last year.
I know they had 12 lambs or something in like a week. It was nuts.
There's Jesse, Lazy Days Ahead.
Yeah, I said hey to Jesse.
He just got back from New Orleans.
Yep, him and Danny went to NOLA.
And I saw Scott Broom down there too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What did you? Huh.
One of Danny's videos that she put up, they were only in New Orleans that the window was open and the guy sitting there playing. They're at the table and he's kind of leaning in from the outside sidewalk playing. I think it was a banjo, and they were just playing on the. They just kind of pop in and while they're eating and stuff, and then they kind of veer off and keep going on down the street. That was pretty cool. But in the background, it looked like it was Scott Broom.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, man, he's a long way from Canada, ain't he?
You're right.
Maybe he rode down. Surely he flew. I don't know.
Was it really him?
It looked like him. Jesse can tell me. Jesse, was that Scott with y'all at the was it the Dumont? It was a restaurant, Dumont, that y'all ate at. Was that Scott Broom?
Broom.
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 They didn't say.
It's not the Brahms. It's the Brooms.
I don't know.
Can you scroll down?
Brahms. Sorry about that, Brahms.
Brahms is an ice cream store. Yes.
Yes, he flew in for a cruise. Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
wow.
That was a big cruise he was talking about at the first of the year. That's right.
It. Yeah, I remember that.
And I guess they flow in down and he's an end back up there. Maybe. Well, I know he's been talking about the cruise for a while. We went there to meet Scott and Debbie before they went on their cruise.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Yeah, I seen your live pop up while I was working. On where you were on your way down there. That's probably where you talked about that.
Yeah, headed down New Orleans and they was headed back.
Awesome. Hey, Dawn. How are you? Hey, Miss Barb.
We were busy working on a coop or something, either in the dark and late, and then getting our chickens put up
Yeah, it's been crazy busy.
and trying to find eggs and all that. All of that story will be explained in the videos coming this week, so I won't give that away yet.
I'll do an update. I'll probably do an update one day this week and maybe throw it up. If it comes out tomorrow, I gotta look. I think it comes out tomorrow.
Here
But
you go.
if it comes out tomorrow, then I will probably put an update out maybe Saturday about the first week with our chickens. Let's see. We'll look real
Joan
quick.
Kelly hopping in to give a thumbs up.
Hi.
I'm working on canning, so can't hang around. Well, I'm glad you hopped in
Welcome.
for a little bit, Joan.
Welcome,
Glad to have you
welcome.
here.
You can always go back and listen to it later if you want. You're heading to Scouts, of course you are. My
Yeah,
shoes
you
got
got-
groomed last week.
Tomorrow is the new chicken.
Oh, right.
Well,
Okay.
new chicken, then you
Oh,
got.
no. The new chicken coop was setting up our run and all that. It ain't but 7 minutes long. Y'all watch that
That's the next
tomorrow.
Day. It's 26. You skipped today. You skipped Wednesday.
Okay, and then Thursday are the new chickens.
Yeah, you gotta have to show the coop before the chickens.
Yeah, I had to show the coop first, and then we had to show going to get the chickens. Well, I did that because, see, I can edit videos and I can pre-schedule them out, and if I need to move them around, I can. So I went ahead and got one scheduled for tomorrow, and then for tomorrow's the coop, and then Thursday is introducing the chickens. So if I need to, I might move them on up. Huh. Have fun on that one. I don't do cold. No.
Or cruise. They're interested in the cruise.
Nice. Y'all have fun. You don't do cold. It's 40 degrees outside. And I'm like, it's 44 right now outside. And I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Somebody else can go shut the chickens up because I let them out.
Not me.
But no, it's funny. It's like an Easter egg hunt every day with the new chickens because they're still learning them poor things. Hey, Homestead. Hey.
And all that'll be explained in the video.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll go ahead and do an update probably next Saturday.
My Shih Tzu got groomed last week. Had her
Snuggie on since. Yep.
Tried to take it off, and she growled and huffed and puffed. It's cold. I had to wash it though.
That's funny. That's funny.
It'll be so much fun.
Yeah, and I don't do cold.
They can do cold. I don't know. I kind of wanted to go on a cruise, but it's not one of those things I'm just got to do. Now, one thing we are thinking about doing, depending on a lot of things, is going to the
Ozarks
homesteading expo.
Yeah, they just posted that, and the tickets aren't up for sale yet.
And it's in August.
We'll see how much they are.
August 29th, I believe. And
that's what I figured, Miss Brenda. Yeah.
So we're talking about doing that. Maybe, but it's 2 weeks before we go to the one in Kentucky. So we'll kind of have to see how things play out because we missed it last year.
Oh, that's fun, Kim.
Because we were getting ready to move. We were packing.
Yeah.
And all that good fun stuff.
Yeah, it's in August
29th, I believe.
20-something, 25th, 26th, 29th, something like that.
Did you send me a messenger?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I'll send it to you in text. But yeah, you can go to, is it Ozarks Homesteading Expo.com? I don't remember. No, I thought you sent it to you on text message. Ozarks Homestead Expo, maybe?
I'm sure one of the mods got it.
But yeah, you can go there and look. They'll be announcing the tickets and the ticket prices. They said soon. That's it. July. That's my birthday.
Hey, it's Josh's birthday.
25th to 26th. That was right. 25th to 26th.
Yeah.
What are y'all cooking?
Nothing.
So there's that one. Ozarks Homesteading Expo. They're on the good old Facebook. Or you can go to ozarkhomesteading.com.
Yep.
Why is it not? Oh, swap tabs.
Yeah, that's in Marshfield, Missouri. I don't care.
So you got some early lineups that they got going on.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure them tickets are going to be over $100 a person too.
So if they're that high, we won't be going to that
We
either.
won't be going to that either.
We're interested because there's
It's
Farmhouse
Lisa.
on Boone.
That's my Einkorn friend.
There's the Farmstead Meatsmith. That'd be cool to see them.
Oh, Logan.
There's Living Tradition is supposed to be there.
Can you turn the vent on and suck that smell out of here? That like takes my breath.
What takes your breath?
His burnt bacon. That like hurts my nose. Gracious. That's like hard to breathe. Now, remember they were, we had to make some of them mods again.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. Hang on, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Step outside a minute.
That is like hard to breathe. Logan done burnt some bacon.
No, I have not.
That hurts my nose.
You got Mr. Elderberry right here.
You say mystery?
He's the one that's said that brought elderberry back to the forefront again.
Not a lot of rooms.
There you go, pile more trees up to burn. All right, Gwen. Rooms there, so you may have to stay in Springfield.
Yeah, that was our next thing, was to look and see, what was around.
Go see what was around and what they had, stuff like that, what was available in the area.
There's Jessica. Y'all say hey to Jessica.
Don't burn bacon, party foul.
That foul smell is in my nose.
One that just got chickens.
Yes.
Hey,
Jessica.
So that's where they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be on sale soon, but
Emma wants to show sheep in FFA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's expensive to show sheep. I think I just let her just be a helper.
Oh, it's worse over here.
It is horrible.
Oh.
It burns my nose.
About me.
Logan's like, I'm sick. I mean, Sophie's like, I'm sick.
That's probably why I don't smell it.
I'm not thinking I don't smell it.
Have a great evening. I'll be watching for your next video. It'll be Wednesday, Tamara.
Tomorrow.
That's like
You
really
gonna move it
bad.
up? You'll move it. Oh, it's tomorrow.
Jessica.
Skip Wednesday, right? It'll be tomorrow.
Jessica's our aunt now,
Y'all got all kinds of people.
right?
I ain't seen Uncle Joshy in here.
Hey, Miss Jessica, how do the hens like the rooster?
Did you get your chickens thrown in their new house? We showed the coop earlier. Was talking about it.
When
Yep.
I hit my finger too.
Yeah.
Looks like you got some kind of disease.
So we did
You still had a
concert.
Beth.
I did say hey to Beth
Okay.
earlier. Yes.
Okay.
She might not have heard me, but hi, Beth.
Yeah, I mean, with all them big names and stuff like that going, I am expecting
tickets to be high.
it's going to be too expensive for us, and it's
That's
not
why
worth
we
it.
can't go to like the HOA, because the adult tickets are $145 a piece for the one in Columbia that they're doing.
It's nuts, and I mean tickets. I don't know.
For us to go, it'd be like $400 just for tickets. I can't do that.
Miss Brenda said,
Right?
quit burning bacon, it's a waste.
I'm not.
Oh, I guess not. I got left.
Good.
What? Oh,
Oh,
they left without you, Gwen?
Bless it.
Golly. I sent you a video. I gave Hey a little hiding spot because them hens were being you know what. Uh-oh. They was running him.
oh, that's funny.
Oh, good. At least they figured their way out. HOA is ridiculous. Yeah. So we're gonna have to see.
That's a chicken.
I figured it up just for tickets to get into that HOA in Columbia. It's $145 an adult, and then the kids age 2 to 17 is $25 a piece. So I got 2 kids. That's $50, and then us, that's $145 each. So I mean, it's like $350 just to go. And then you got hotels, you got gas, you got food, plus spending money. I mean, that's like $600-700.
Yeah, we ended up being like well over $1,000 just to go, and we're like, no, no. I mean, I love all these people, and I would love to hear them talk, but I can listen to them on YouTube for free. So
we'll see about the Ozarks thing and say that was kind of. I think that's why one reason we didn't go last year because it was the expense.
yeah, but I mean, even if we were big and we went there to do like these big talking sessions and stuff like that, I would not want my tickets to be no $100 and something because I'm a normal everyday person. There ain't nothing special about me, but you know what I'm saying.
We don't know, Dawn. We're debating.
That's just me.
We're gonna see how much the tickets are, and then we're gonna have to see how much the hotels are.
No,
Hey, Rick.
that's two different things.
Oh, the Okie meetup. I don't know.
I don't know yet. Mike and Rihanna, hey.
That's a long ride.
Yeah, that's a big no for me.
That's like 8 hours. I mean, we'd have to leave on Friday, then the 2-day event. It's a 2-day event, right? And then leave on Sunday. Then come straight back in.
Yeah, drive most of the night Friday, and then wake up early, party with y'all all day and all half the night, and then drive all the way Sunday.
That's the one that has all
lot.
those classes, though. The Okie meetup has all the Okie Homesteader meetup.
Oh.
Okay, which one are we talking about? You talking about the Okie Homestead or
there's
the
so
Okie
many
Expo?
Okies. There's so many Okies and stuff.
But don't even have those events up here. That costs a little too much. Yeah.
Well, I mean, especially when homesteaders
Teresa.
are supposed to be frugal. Hey, Teresa. You can do free events like Teresa does. Hotels are $62. I mean, that's affordable.
And we're planning on that already, Teresa.
That's affordable.
You pay your own room and board. I mean, and then help chip it on food. Talking about
Okie
the
Homestead
one
thing Dutch is doing.
Oh, the one that Empty Homestead's doing. No, that's the all camp out thing, and it's still like 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, we're not doing the camp out thing.
It's at a campground.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if these
we can't commit to any meetups this year. Oh, that's understandable, Janice.
Cost of
Our treasure home.
Yeah. But I mean, they could have it out in the middle of a field, and give somebody $150 or something.
Well, a lot of those people those big names, they're not coming for free. It's a speaking and engagement for them. They're getting paid.
Exactly.
So they got to pay Joel Salatin to come talk. Yeah. They've got to pay Living Traditions to come talk. And those are big names. I mean, for them to come and they're not going to do it for free. You all good?
Well, get away from the refrigerator. Yeah. Somebody have to take care of our chickens. That's usually Jessica.
Yes, it was you.
Yeah, Jessica, she used to
It's just being mean.
She used to take care of our chickens when we went to the river whenever we lived at our other house. And so yeah, she wouldn't mind coming over here. And I told her, I was like, well, you're gonna have to come get used to the cow too if we ever get a cow. She's like, I'll come milk a cow. You can have whatever you milk too.
Yep. There's the Homestead Expo, June 2nd and 3rd. Then there's the Mid-America Meetup on Lake Tenkiller in May 19th and 21st.
Oh, tickets to the Ozarks Homestead thing have been $20 to $5 in the past. That's what we got pulled up right here on the side. That's the Ozarks Homestead thing.
Yeah,
we just have to see.
We may try to go to that one, but I mean, I like the free events though.
That's it,
and if I ever get to be a big channel, I'm staying with the Frugal Homesteaders and speak for free.
Yeah,
and that would be the way to go, Janice. And I mean,
just in our opinion, I mean, if you're already paying to travel to come see me, and all my information is on YouTube, that you can watch for free, why would I charge you an extra outrageous price to come see me live when I've done put everything on YouTube for free? And you're already, it's already extra cost, time off from work, time that you're having to pay somebody to watch your animals and stuff. Cause most everybody's going to have animals or they're wanting to get animals.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It just seems crazy to have such high prices. You want to keep out the rickrack of stupidity, but the people that need to come learn are not going to be people that can pay those prices.
Yeah.
I get it. Yep.
There's a difference between being a cheapskate and being frugal. I mean, people start homesteading to be frugal. If not, they're getting it for greed, and that's not the way to get into it either. But to each their own.
Yes.
Just like with our whole, I don't know if it's in the chicken story or not. Prices of eggs got so high, but we were trying to reach out to get chickens from somebody we talked about last week. And nobody would help us. And it wasn't like we were trying to get 10 chickens.
I don't want to start an egg business.
We wanted chickens for just us to help us get by, on our needs.
And I just wanted 5 or 6 chickens, just 5 or 6 friends to sell me 1 chicken. That's all I wanted. Nobody would sell me 1 chicken.
But it was just for us. It wasn't to do it. We were told that they couldn't afford to do it. They couldn't spare any chickens. You can't spare 1 or 2 chickens.
But let's talk about this. Okay. If you got 20, 30, 40 chickens, okay, you're selling teens of dozens of eggs.
And a lot of people are nowadays.
At our prices here are usually $3 a dozen, $4.18. Okay. I know. And I reached out to some of you guys that were around here, and if you couldn't help me, you directed where
and we got some good help from some of those people.
Yes, I got help on where to go to look.
Yes.
And find them, because nobody, you know, the people that I did ask that did direct me in those places did not have chickens to sell, or they only had 5 or 6 themselves, you know, and I wasn't going to do that. But us old homesteaders that live this life can't leave home. Exactly. And we're probably going to get to that point pretty soon.
Yeah.
But, you know, where was I going with this story?
Can't spare the chickens for the
cost. The cost. You know, I got to sit there thinking, like, the day after we got our chickens, I'm like, you know, if I was to buy one chicken for $15, average price $15, that's the going rate for just a mutt. Okay, a good egg laying mutt, let's say that barnyard mix. Okay, $15 for an already laying chicken. It would take you over 3 months, or at least 3 months, to make that back if you were just selling eggs. Because if you had a really good chicken that laid almost every day, it would take you 60 days to sell 5 dozens at $3 a piece to make that $15. If you're money hungry, I can go ahead and give you that $15 because that chicken may die tomorrow and you ain't gonna get that $15 anyways. You know, and that's all it came down to, was they needed the chicken to lay the eggs so they can sell the eggs for money. That's what it came down to. It wasn't that anybody wanted to help us, even just with one chicken for our family. You know, we were willing to spend, you know, like $60 or so for 4 chickens. I mean, we could have bought a crap ton of eggs for that, but we didn't want that. We wanted our own chickens to lay our own eggs, you know. We weren't going into egg business. We did not want to take anybody's business from them. We were going to pay them for chickens, but we couldn't get that. So we just went and got our own. That video is coming out Thursday on how we got our chickens and where they came from.
Yep. And that's a pretty good explanation on those.
And see, Dawn, we've had ours, is it a week now? Yeah, we've had ours for a week now. And I don't know what chickens Jessica just took home with her. I don't know how many eggs we're going to get tomorrow, but today we got 7 eggs. So, you know, out of 14, that's at least half of them that were laying. Yeah. I know you would have, Janice. I know it.
But I mean, we did have some people that were homesteaders that we reached out to, and they pointed us in the right direction. That was Trinity at Blue Collar.
Yeah. And then I had another friend locally that helped us out by inviting us to go with them to a livestock auction.
Same weekend, they said they had 3 rows of chickens. I saw somebody posted at the Gleason's livestock sale. They had 3 rows of chickens that were up for sale. It's not guaranteed what 3 rows of cages of chickens that were up for sale. No guarantee which all were laying, but that's the same thing we talked about going to.
Yeah.
But then we didn't.
Yeah, we had already planned to go to the auction, and then we found these chickens on Facebook, and so it was like, yep, we're going to go buy those chickens because we're not guaranteed to get them at the auction. So we just went ahead and made a done deal. And then I've had people since then to reach out to me and offer, you know, they're like, hey, we're selling chickens, you know, and they keep messaging me. And then I've got people that already have chickens. They're like, hey, where'd you get your chickens from? I'm like, nope, not going there. You didn't help me. I'm not telling you. Sometimes they need to adjust to new homes. Yeah. Exactly. And that's what I was getting to.
And the guy told us that too. He said it may be a couple of weeks, you know, for them to adjust the change and all that.
Yeah, and I knew that. I gave them apple cider vinegar and I gave them some cayenne pepper and, you know, all that stuff in their feed. And so, yeah, the first day, well, when we brought them home, we got 3 eggs, but only one of them made it home. And I explained all this in the video about the eggs and how they changed and what all went on and all that. So now we're up to, I got 7 fresh eggs today. I do know that. But this morning when I let them out, there was already 3 in the nesting boxes. So I don't know if those were for yesterday's or if they were actually really early this morning.
We weren't here. By the time we got in, it was already dark.
Yeah, it was dark when we come in last night. So they were kind of sitting on
Sandy.
them. Mine just started back laying yesterday. Awesome. So I don't know what I'm getting tomorrow, and I don't know what Jessica's going to get, but we're going to be getting eggs tomorrow. She has a good chance, 50% chance she's got some laying hens.
Yep.
So she got 4 out of the 14. So I got 10 now. She's got 4, and half of them's laying.
Yeah, Teresa said that they got 5 out of 17.
Awesome. Good deal.
Ours are pullets on February 15th.
We still got a couple of chickens that are finishing up on their molt. Because whenever we picked these chickens up, most of them had just molted. They were looking rough. And Jessica's like, I'm putting a scarf on my chickens because like all the neck feathers are gone. She's like, you're getting the scarf and you're getting the scarf and you're getting the scarf. But yeah, it still looks like a chicken done blew up out there because feathers are just everywhere. So
it rained like not long after we got them back, and they were out in the rain, and it just
they look like some wet little gracious. My mom gave me money for my birthday, and we ordered 15 chicks and delivered in May, so we won't get any eggs till
next spring.
No, you'll get some in. Well, see, we got ours in April and May at the other house, and ours started laying in August, between August and October, and they laid all winter.
Yeah.
I've never been able to figure out which one is laying. Us either. You will see some scarf chickens. Let me tell you, if Jessica does it, I will have pictures.
Yes.
She is the person that will do it.
Ours stopped laying for 4 months. I'm happy to get back. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Ours seemed to, at the other backs we had at the other house, they went into molt, and then we really dropped down.
Very light molt.
But like they seemed like they lasted a long time, like months. I thought it'd be 2 or 3 months, and there was some that was 4 or 5 months. We had one, she just quit laying at all. Mm-hmm. The Marin, she didn't lay. She just quit.
When her sister died.
Yeah.
And she quit laying.
She didn't lay another egg from the time her sister died to the time we got rid of her and gave her to somebody else. I sold her.
We sold her with the leghorns. With the other leghorns.
With the other leghorns we got rid of.
They having a heyday over there. They so loud.
Let's see.
But yeah,
country home.
We never stopped getting eggs when we had our chickens. We had our chickens.
You might get 2
or
3, but
full 2.5 years. We had our chickens because we got them in April or May. We kept them that year, and it was July the next year. Yeah. So it was a little over 2 years, and yeah, they never stopped laying eggs. We went down about 50%, but none of them ever just completely stopped. Hey, Miss Virginia.
And Mike and Rihanna. The Cody Johnson concert was awesome.
It was really good. Really good.
Very good. Kids loved it. Emma's wore her shirt today.
Mm-hmm.
Logan's is in the washing machine. He wants to wear it tomorrow.
When she came,
this is mine's first time stop laying. And then you got 2 to 6 months, and then they should go back. Our hens will only stop laying if you stop feeding them tacos on Taco Tuesday.
Oh Lord.
Well, you know what? I'd stay stocked up on tacos. That's for sure.
Emma's would not starve.
No.
She loves tacos.
She loves some Mexican food.
Loves tacos.
For me?
Yeah.
No, the other Emma.
Jessica, if you're still in here, I meant to give you some meat.
Oh, is Emma in here?
I meant to give you some meat. Dadgummit. Yep. So anyway, see, our chicken videos will be coming out this week, and I'll try to throw in that update. Try to get that done real quick. And I don't have a whole lot other stuff videoed at the moment. I got a couple of things I was kind of saving for later, but I can throw them in there. None of my chickens stopped laying eggs, but I live in Southeast, right? I had to use a light in winter. Really just like doing that.
Eggs till tomorrow. Oh, up in Canada.
Right. Yeah. Right. And see, down here, my daddy says that if you use a heat lamp, you'll kill your chickens because they got to be acclimated. But up there's a different story. We don't get that cold.
Well, that too.
That's
and we saw the deal of if they physically, it was time for them to stop, we was going to let them stop.
Yeah, they need to rest.
We weren't going to force them to lay when they weren't going to lay on their own.
Yeah, that's just nature.
We chose to not use the heat lamp for that purpose.
Well, maybe it's like us women. We can't just keep having babies back to back to back to back, although some do. It's not good for you.
I saw that, Teresa. Monday
Yours
at 5.
Is right. It's right.
Monday at 5. Well, the list that she had in the Heartland Homesteaders.
I saw a list.
Yeah, it was out of date, right. So she's double checking.
That's why I didn't answer because ours is right.
Yeah, ours is the same. Monday at 5. It's right.
Yep.
And I'm not doing anything on Mr. Boots right now because we're doing line dance classes on Wednesdays right now.
Yep.
And that may or may not be changing. We'll see.
Yeah, this Wednesday will be our last day for the month, and then we got to get reapproved for the next month if they want us to keep coming.
Yeah.
They want us to keep coming, just we got to get people in.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
Gwen said there's chickens always stop laying in September and October when they
During
molt.
the molt. Yeah. See, ours never did a heavy molt. I don't know why.
Yeah, they didn't like
never
these. These look like straight up like
these look like little rats.
they look like they had something wrong with them. I mean, it was just big chunks missing. Way up north,
Right.
days are so short, people need to use lights. That makes sense.
No, heat lamps. Okay,
Just
gotcha.
light.
Exactly. They have the winter off next year. I plan on water glassing a bunch of. Yep. And I saw something the other day, which made sense as well. But they took eggs that had the bloom on them and covered them in butter, and they would last up to a year. Miss Barb, no, we have line dancing classes on Wednesday night here locally. We don't go live or anything. Stephen used to on his channel teaching more technical stuff. Excuse me, on his side. So yeah, his was on Wednesdays at that time. I helped my sister start building a chicken coop yesterday. Awesome. How fun. So mine, you really can't tell when they mold. I was going to be attacked by something. It looks like a chicken exploded out there. Water glass eggs and lime. Yeah, I've got water glass eggs. Good Lord, chickens. Kids are coming everywhere. Why? It's hot. I don't like hot.
Not.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that is like syrup, Logan.
I like it.
The rest of the picture don't taste like that.
It better not.
It doesn't.
That is ridiculous.
This is just not.
That child gonna be diabetic before he's 10, and that's only next month. Yeah, I water glass eggs. A couple years ago, 2 years ago, I think. I still have them. They're still out there. I never use them. Actually, they're up there on top of my cabinet. But yeah, I saw where somebody took some butter and rubbed on the egg, and they said that they would keep room temperature, just sitting covered in butter in a carton on the counter for up to a year. I'm like, okay, I've never seen that. But I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do. I don't know that I would do that. I have 2 chickens molting now during the winter. Yeah, they usually start about October-ish molting. And then they'll start back laying usually anywhere between like January and March-ish, something like that, depending on the breed and stuff like that. Yeah, ours decreased about 50% during their molt, but it wasn't a heavy molt. It was a real light molt. We had all kinds of birds at the other house, all kinds of them, because I didn't want just one type of chicken. I wanted several types of chickens, but I didn't want just, and we were in the city. We were technically only supposed to have 5 chickens, but we had 20, minus one that ended up being a roost. So we had 19, but I didn't want just one type of bird. I wanted a rainbow of eggs, you know. Logan is so cute. I miss my son being like that. He's a mess. I'm gonna have to research the butter thing. That'd be interesting, but I wouldn't want to have to buy the butter. Right. I don't want to waste my good butter on covering the eggs. I wonder if you could do it with lard. I think it's just more like a covering the whole waxy kind of thing. Lard might work. Crisco, something like that. My chickens are ass backwards. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, but you might could do like lard or Crisco or, you know, something like that instead of the butter. I don't know that I would put butter on it, by no means. Mineral. See, I think it's more like an oily, waxy kind of covering on eggs that they're actually getting to the point about sealing off those pores to be able to save the eggs. So Teresa, do you leave yours on the counter kind of thing, just room temperature? Because water glass eggs, you know, are just room temperature. Watched a video recently that gave a liquid solution. Make sure that clean. Oh, you're probably talking about the water glass thing with the lime. Yeah, it's 1 quart of water to 1 weighted, measured like with a scale, 1 ounce of lime like pickling lime, hydrated lime, that kind of thing. That's fine. Yeah, and then you just mix it up.
Yeah, you get green eggs from Easter eggers.
Never heard of
olive
green
eggers.
Eggs. Yeah, olive eggers. We had two. We had the Stars?
Stars.
The Starlights that we used to have did green ones. And then we had the Americanas that was supposed to lay blue eggs, but they turned out to be more green. I keep them in a crisper for 6 to 8 months in mineral. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. There you go.
Hey, Gary.
Gary, hey. Green eggs and ham. That's a big no. We have blue eggs, green eggs, brown eggs, white eggs, chocolate eggs. See, that's what we had at the other house.
Yeah, we wanted the variety, and that's what the kids wanted this color, and she wanted this color, and Logan wanted this color, and so we ended up with so we just bought 2 of each kind to make sure we had some of each one.
Yeah, I didn't want just like, one Barred Rock and, one Starlight and one of this. I wanted them to be a set. And that helped and hurt us at the same time, because we noticed when a sister of a set died or was hurt or got sick, the other either quit laying or they would start picking on her because she was kind of by herself. Like if we removed a sister for whatever reason, the other one had trouble. I don't know why, but that tended to happen on every single one of them.
Yeah. And usually when that one got sick, then they would really slow
It's like
down.
they knew they were sisters. Like they knew they would be kind of the oddball out.
And that one, they'd get picked on if one, got left or something. Have all the colors. Hey, Glenn, Jess.
Blue eggs are from Easter eggers. Green eggs are from olive eggers. Yeah. But my Easter eggers laid green eggs too. Just because they couldn't get their color right.
The shade wasn't exactly blue, and the green was almost a blue.
Yeah, see, she's ordered what's supposed to be blue eggs and got green eggs. Yeah. Our customers love this sort of. Yeah, see, that's why I did that, because I wanted the different colors. But since doing that, we've kind of changed the way that we're thinking about chickens. And I'm going to do a video about that pretty soon on how we're going to go through our chicken rotation and why and how we're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that video will be coming out pretty soon when I get time to kind of sit down and kind of get my thoughts together about how to explain it. But we've kind of changed the way we're thinking and the way we're doing stuff now that we have the time and the space.
Yeah.
And the ability. Now we're going to change it what we're doing a little bit.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about a little this, a little that.
Jessica, get off Facebook. Our Easter eggers lay blue and green and brown eggs. Yep. We sell on just one breed this time around. Yep. Now, if someone can find a hen that can drop green eggs, right? On Dr. Seuss week, they do those little rhymes and stuff like that. And it's so funny because they'll do green eggs and ham and the kids won't eat it. Like they'll color dye the ham and they'll put green food coloring in the eggs, and most of the kids won't even eat it. I had a pink egg before. Yes, I've had a pink egg before. We got one the other day that had like a pink tint to it. And these are supposed to be darker brown ones.
I've heard of this. Someone was talking about a purple egg. This is what I was talking about. I sent it to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, that's for like a free ranger or a big area.
Well, that's what we're.
Right.
If we had in
Oh, I like fairy eggs.
She's always like, look.
Yeah, they're so little. You may or may not get a yolk in it.
It's about the size of a quail egg.
Yep. It's the second one. Aw, over 2 years.
How much? Right, Barb?
Let me tell you, these chickens we got now.
Those?
Jessica, if you still on here, they some hot mess chickens. I ain't never seen them mess. I cleaned out the chicken coop again today. I pulled a lot of that straw and stuff out, and like the wood was wet. And I just cleaned it out like 3 days ago.
Our Barn Rocks was pink.
Yeah, they had that pink tint to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jessica, you're going to clean that coop out. Them chickens pooping everywhere. Our last chickens didn't do all that. We cleaned them out like once a week, and sometimes every 2 weeks, because they stayed out. They didn't poop a whole lot. But I don't know if these chickens are just the kind of chickens they are, if their history. It is lots of compost. But yeah, I'm just raking it out, letting them compost it down for me, and then we're going to take it out and put it on the gardens and stuff. Speckled Sussex. Okay, see it's the calicos that we've got over there is a Rhode Island red and a red Sussex. So I'm excited to kind of see what color eggs they're going to give us.
They say brown, and some of them say, depends on where we look at it, for the description of the Calico Princess.
He was number 29. Thumbs up. Thanks.
Just be sure your cat doesn't lock you in the coop. LOL, it can happen. What?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got the front door and the back door. So if we get locked in there, somebody locked you in there on purpose.
Yeah, our coop actually has 2 doors on it. So the chickens can go out the front, but it's big enough where we can crawl in it.
I gotta fix that.
And then it wasn't that bad today. For some reason.
7, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so when we built the coop that's out there now.
Pink beige egg by Buffalo.
Yeah, I could see that. The coop that we have out there now, the big one, the big red one, when we built it.
Teresa said I made a video, it happened.
Oh, Jesus. Dawn was 30. Yay. We built it in our garage at the last house, and we finally figured out that the concrete was not even. So we built a crooked coop with a level and everything.
It was levelly crooked.
Yeah. We built it kind of sort of crooked because the floor was uneven. And so we moved it outside and put it on the ground, and it settled to, where it was going to sit for 2 years. And then we moved it, and now it's on of course, a different little spot of land, and it's settling even more now. And the back door on it is trying to get stuck, like it's tilted sideways or something. And
so we can adjust the hinges on it. It won't be that big a deal.
So we got to.
It's just having time to do it, because we've been.
We're fixing to be home until when we go, April 1st. Is that our next outing?
Oh, for that kind of outing, yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about everyday kind of stuff. I'm talking about,
out of the norm thing. Yeah. April 1st.
Yeah. So we got a few weeks so we can keep our butts home and get some stuff done. I got to get my sewing room done because I'm fixing to be in prom season and the beginning of wedding season, and I've got to get my sewing room set up and ready to go.
Yeah. Because
I'll be having all kinds of dresses coming in. I think a chicken poops 20 times a day. I believe it. And oh my God, this chicken out there, them poops is like human-sized poops.
Especially the rooster.
God bless.
You can tell right where he's on a roost.
Yes.
There's no doubt.
Big old pile underneath him.
Like a dinosaur pile. I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
But it's a good size rooster though.
He's 2 years old.
Yeah, he's got the nub, but he don't have the
spur yet.
He don't have the spur yet, but he's got the nubs already growing out a good bit. So he was already 2 years old.
I don't know what he thought about them chickens being caught and taken off today.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
He didn't like that. Neither did them Silkies. And that Silky didn't like his brother being touched either. I thought he was going to jump up and attack you.
He did. He clawed me some.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Not the one that you caught.
I'm talking about the other one. Well, he jumped at me. Yeah.
I don't think he jumped that high.
Yeah. I was down right here. He caught me going on the side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't like his brother being caught, but.
Because they've been kind of hanging out because the hens been kind of running them some. Because
the hens have been pecking.
Because they're the small oddball ones. And so we grabbed the one, which was Jessica's. And it was the smaller of the 2 Silkies.
And he got picked on more.
And he got picked on more than any of them because, of course, she's the smallest one. So I went to grab him, and as soon as I did, then our Silky come and jumped at me and scraped me just a little bit, not bad, Was I think I may have caught him on the way up, so it was kind of just brushed in passing.
You grabbed him and picked up, and he run up to you.
So I think I missed the good bit of it, but he was trying to stop me from taking him out. He wasn't liking that at all. And then they started grabbing some of the hens.
They kept Red in the back, and then I was up here by the feeder, so we was on either side of the coop, and I put down some feed on the ground because these chickens can't resist feed. So I put the feed down on the ground, and as the hens were walking up, I'd slowly reach down where they didn't see me moving, and then I'd grab them real quick. So it worked out.
Hey, Roberta.
Yep.
But when they was grabbing those hens, Red was not liking it. He was fluffing up, and he started crowing and stuff.
He was gurgling. He was talking.
He was not liking that. So I told him, if you start grabbing those ladies, you better keep an eye on him because if he thinks they're in distress, he will jump on you.
Yeah, and I was trying to stay back and watch because, we've never had a rooster like with us. My dad had roosters and stuff, but we ourselves have never had a rooster because we lived in the city and couldn't.
Yeah.
And so, having a rooster is, going to be a little bit for us to learn, and I told the kids, when you go out there, you keep one eye on him at all times because, he's never bothered. He didn't bother the other two silkies. He didn't bother them. The hens is who messed with them, but he never bothered them. He never felt a threat or anything like that. And he's always the first one out of the coop in the morning, checking the lay of the land and make sure the ladies are okay to come out. And he kind of has a little fit. Like when I opened up the door and I put the thing down, if those ladies start coming out, he is pushing them out of the way. He's pushing them out of the way to try to get out and, make sure they look, and he's trying to get out there and look before anybody goes out. And he's like, get out of my way.
Hey, Chuck.
Welcome. We're not going to stay here too much longer. It's already been an hour, and I got to figure out what we're having for supper.
That's a toss up. We're like,
what's for supper?
But it was a replay from last night. Last night was really good.
I had some of that today for lunch.
And there's tons of that left. So we could have technically have that.
Yeah.
We have a very mean rooster, but I have found somebody who will take him. Tammy had to make sure he didn't end up with dumplings, right? So I told him to take one time. If there's ever a problem, we don't have to have him. But we didn't get him so much for hatching eggs as we did for protection for the hens.
Yeah, we don't know what kind of predators are out here, and I haven't seen any.
But they've told us that, we hear coyotes. We know we've seen or heard there's foxes. And we've seen raccoons, of course, obviously. That's just expected.
He's feeding you, Barb. He's bringing you supper.
Wait, what?
The dog caught another possum and brought it to her last night.
Dartler sliding in. Always. Poor Tweety. We're making dumplings. And you watch, if you go to try to get chickens online, do your homework. Ask around. When we were looking for chickens, just because this came up today, when we were looking for our chickens before we got ours, somebody reached out to us, said they had about 9 laying hens that they would sell us. Oh, okay. Well, how old are they? In case, of course, she's the one talking to them. About 5 or 6 years old.
She said, I will tell you they're older. I'm like, okay. She said, I think they're about 5 or 6 years old. Okay.
Are they laying?
She said a little.
She said a little.
And I said, well, how many a day do you get? If I'm getting 9 chickens and they're laying a little, I'm thinking 3 or 4 a day at the least.
She said 0.
She said none. So how can you tell me they're laying a little and then you're not getting any? Because I'm thinking I need at least a dozen a week just to feed him Monday through Thursday. And so I'm like, okay, you're getting none. You're trying to sell me some chickens that you say are laying, but not really, but you're not getting any. And I was like, okay, well, I think we're going to pass, just because I'm not buying these chickens and having to kill them off, and put them in the freezer and then still having to start over.
And I had to pay for them.
And it's funny because now she's trying to give them away. And I know because the friend is on here and she was trying to give them to her. And I'm like, she told me they weren't laying.
She said, I found somebody that's wanting to give me 9 hens, 9 laying hens.
9 laying hens and a rooster.
I'm like, And
I was talking to him on the phone while I was texting
where they
her.
were, what city. I was like, wait a minute. That sounds like the same lady we talked to. And so she asked her. She said, yeah, it was. I was like, she said, she didn't tell me that. She didn't tell me how.
I sent her screenshots of our conversation as of last Friday. She's like, she did not tell me that.
But I mean, so make sure you do your homework when you're reaching out to these people. And if you're not ever sure, don't worry about it because you're buying somebody's secondhand chickens for a reason.
Dark Lord, you are so funny.
But middle of winter, my girls still aren't laying. Then again, you look outside with still a foot of snow. You don't even want to go outside in a foot of snow.
I don't want to go outside and it's 40 degrees.
Yeah, she's like,
Not buying chickens for pets, right? I mean, I've said this over and over. You know, kids are like, I want goats or I want horses or I want this or I want that. And I'm like, it's got to have a purpose in order for it to be here for me to feed it. I'm not just feeding it.
Yeah. Plus, if they're not laying, they're not worth the feed. If I'm not getting something back out of you, it's not worth it. That's what I told her. Nothing else chickens do. But yeah, then
that's what I told her.
But I would have, if we had paid that woman for those 9 hens, because she was wanting to sell them to us. So if I paid them and then turn around and we had to kill them, clean them, process them, and then put them up, that was not $15 worth of meat.
Oh, they weren't $15 a chicken. I told her how much they were in total. It wasn't $15 a chicken.
Anyway,
it was like $4 a chicken.
I mean, it wouldn't have been worth it for that little bit. So
if she's trying to give them away and you just want some chicken meat in the freezer, that's a good idea. Go ahead if you got that time. If you got that time,
just do your homework because people will try to lie to you. And if you're not sure, don't do it. Or just get you some baby chicks and start your own.
Dark Lord, I just can't do that. Nope.
We've had -3.
Break out.
Oh my.
There you go. Oatsmobile. That's funny. I've never heard that.
Wait, what?
She said if gas don't go down, she's going to break out the Oatsmobile, a.k.a. horse and buggy.
Right.
Well, see, that's what I would do. Now, if I got a horse, it's going to do something. It's going to plow. It's going to drive me. It's going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no need for that, you know. So I told the kids, I'm like, I'm not buying a horse. And they're like, well, can we get goats? I'm like, well, first of all, I would only want goats for milk. I don't know that we're going to use goat's milk. I don't know if we all would even like it. And then,
because they ain't laying. That's right.
And then, like Josh said last week, if you get goats, you got to build a fence that holds water. And I'm like, I ain't got that kind of time. Down home. Hello. Welcome. Come on in. That's why I ordered mine. I can't push on. And you got to look for those signs, you know, of an aged chicken too. Most of it's going to be their feet. The older they get, the more scaly their legs look.
Down Home, is that the same as Down Home Living? Did you change your name or is this?
Yeah, Down Home Living right there. Robert.
Oh, okay. So I got a Down Home Living on here. It looked familiar.
So yeah, just in case the other chickens didn't work out, we went ahead and just got those chicks over there in the corner.
We had them first.
Just in case. Yeah, we went ahead and secured that deal, and then we went ahead.
I'm trying to find something for now, but that's part of the things too. Is you got to start planning. You got to decide what you want to do. What do you want out of them? Same thing with gardening. You got to plan your garden. If you just go out there and plant stuff, you get what you get.
You can't plant stuff you don't eat. So don't get animals that you can't use.
And don't plant the wrong stuff for your zone.
Or plant it in the wrong season. You can't plant lettuce when it's 90 degrees outside. You know, you can't plant cucumbers and tomatoes when it's 30 degrees outside. You know. Yeah.
Dang.
Gracious.
I don't feed hay burners.
Nice, Dark Lord. Cool. Y'all do that. We were talking about feed and stuff earlier today.
Who's feed?
Me and Jessica. Me and Jessica talked a lot today.
We didn't have
we
that
were
conversation.
talking about feed because I was helping her, you know, decide what to buy and all that stuff. You know, what kind of feed stuff to get for the chickens before she came and got them. I was like, well, you can't get your chickens until you got feed. And so she went and got her feed and everything today so she could come get her chickens.
Oh, she was excited.
And I was excited for her. I still am. I'm still excited. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know, 100 years ago, people didn't buy feed, you know, because she was like, well, I see where people make their own feed. And I said, if you want to get into that, you can. Because you've got to know chickens need certain things, and you can't just go out there and give them whatever. You can't just feed them a whole diet of corn or a whole diet of oats. It's got to be mixed with different proteins and stuff like that. I said, you got to kind of know what you give them. I said, but then again, 100 years ago, people didn't buy feed. You know, they gave them food. They gave them real food, the stuff that they, Jessica is practically whatever.
You're learning, Jessica. There's
everybody's got to learn. But yeah, I mean, if you go out there and throw them all the scraps, that's what they need, you know, and that's what me and Jessica was talking about. It's like I eventually get to where I want to grow most of our feed that we need, or at least supplement a lot of it, so I don't have to rely as much on a feed store, you know. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I mean that's where I want to eventually get. You know, I want to grow sunflowers and I want to grow corn, and you know, I want to grow wheats or oats or something like that. But it's not going to be something that I grow like all at once. It's going to have to be where I grow this rotation of this and this rotation of that, and I'm gonna have to cycle it out. But that way, over several cycles, you can build it up, you know, and then you can kind of rotate it out seasonally. But yeah, it's one of the things I'm working on building, you know, just in case it gets to where you can't get to the feed stores or you can't get feed or, you know, something like that. That's one of the spots I want to get to.
But now that we have the room, we can get there.
Yeah.
Because we were just literally could not where we were before. I mean, 1/3 of an acre, you can only do so much.
When it comes to feeding animals, yeah. I mean, you could do every inch of dirt that you got in garden and, you know, stuff like that. But in order to feed your own animals, you really got to have somewhere you can grow some stuff, whether it's yours or whether it's a family member's that's letting you do it. You know, that's different. I ferment the feed. Yep. I do give that way. It expands and fills them up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. I want to look into doing that. I've seen that a lot, but I've never done it. But that is something I would like to get into because they need that. They need that fermentation, you know, for their guts and stuff as well, just like we do. I don't like fermented foods unless it's, you know, sourdough or my sour cream that I make, or sometimes kombucha, but it's not something that I can just keep going all the time because I don't consume enough to keep it going. Yeah. Chickens get the kitchen scraps, and when it's warmer, fermented feed. Yep. Hi, welcome.
Hello. Ow.
Yep, that's Al. That is Al. Hi, Al.
I'm not writing him in there.
No, because it's in his name.
Yeah.
Gary.
No, he's talking to Gary.
Hi, Gary. I know that. Whatever.
Gary started going on a little late at night, doing a live. Just filtered the apples from the apple cider we're making. We'll see how it goes in a few days. Oh, that's cool.
Nice. I have strained out my apple cider vinegar that I used the mother to remake it, and I have to say it probably decreases it about half the time to make it. If you already have a mother to put it, you know, use the mother in there. I've got my second batch going now. So the first one is almost done. And I made that fire cider with it. And then I got some that was left over from that. And then, so now I've got my second one done, and it's about time to strain it off. And I actually gave some to a friend the other day so he could start some. So I usually keep on. I really want to. Wow. Gracious.
A lot of coupons.
What do you mean? How long will it last? I mean, you've got to keep it in some kind of liquid. And the way they say, like, the darker it gets, the older it gets. But I mean, as long as it's doing its job, it could last for years. Because it's going to keep regrowing. So as you make more and transfer from jar to jar to jar, if you take this mother out and put it in a new batch, and then when it's done, take it out and put it in a new batch, as long as you keep transferring that original mother, it's going to make more mothers. It makes more layers, kind of like kombucha or, you know, fermenting foods and stuff like that, that thin layer it makes on top. Yeah, there's baby chickens right back there, right there in that bucket. See them down there? In there? Yeah, there's 13 over there. But yeah, I mean, if you get so many mothers that you can start throwing them away or start giving them to your chickens or donating them to friends or selling them or whatever you want to do it, then by all means go for it, because you will have so many mothers, they'll just be stacked. That's a baby chicken. There you go, Barb. That's a white leghorn. They're getting kind of big. They're getting kind of big. I would say they're about in their 4th week now. Down feathers are
showing you her
going
feathers
everywhere. Hi, sister. She's starting to get a little comb in too.
I thought I saw that. It's here.
Yeah, they're starting to get combs in.
Get her comb in up there.
So they're about 4 weeks old. Yep.
She's gonna get you, Mom.
She was gonna get me. Yeah, there's 13 little babies over there. We got to go get them another box. They've outgrown that box, and all my big boxes are in storage with stuff in it.
Yeah, so we'll get one tomorrow.
Yeah, one more night. Just get over some. There we go. Not that close. You are kind of sick.
Really?
Sourdough and cute. Sourdough and San Fran original. Absolutely. Yeah, that I just, it keeps on growing, keeps on remaking. Yeah, it's kind of like sourdough. You keep feeding it, keep growing it, keep using it. That's kind of the way mothers are. What breed of chickens are those? We have 9 white leghorns and 4 calico princesses. Now, the calico princesses are a cross between a rooster Rhode Island red and a hen red Colombian Sussex. When they're older and done, do y'all process and freeze?
Let's see, it'll be.
We will, Jessica. Stuff them full of everyone, right? Oh, you're gonna let me see the comments. Okay, thanks. Never heard of cow. It's not an original. I mean, it's not a technical breed. It's just kind of like a barnyard mix. They gave a name. It's not, I guess you could say legal. It's not a legal name kind of thing.
It's not observed yet. It's such a new breed. It's not observed.
It's a hybrid. It ain't an heirloom.
It's not observed yet by the American Poultry Association.
Yeah, them people. But I mean, it looks like a Rhode Island red, and
it looks just like these right here.
Yeah.
Except these, I think the ones we got are darker. But then they tell you.
No, that's not the ones out there. That's the ones over there.
Oh, she said she wanted to see a Calico Princess.
Oh, well, there you go.
And Calico Princess is the name that was supposedly given by Hoover's Hatchery.
Yeah. So somebody made it, and now they're selling them.
Yeah. Brown eggs, 300 eggs a year, over 300 eggs a year, large.
Yeah, they'll be like the Rhode Island Reds.
So something like that.
Yeah. Look at her strutting her stuff.
Right?
Yep.
So it's a crossbreed between Rhode Island Red Rooster and a Colombian Sussex hen. Beginner.
Oh, she said, I want to see the. Do you want to see the calico chick?
The chick?
Yeah. That's fine. We'll get you a calico chick. Hang on. Get the runt. The runt's prettier. We think it's not really a runt, but I think she's like a week younger than the other one, so she's smaller, but she's developing just as well, but she's just looks like a week behind.
She always goes furthest away.
That's how mothers work. They're great, right? Always hanging around. They just make the world better. Never heard of a red Colombian Sussex. Yep. Me either.
This is a runt.
There's the runt.
She was the smart one. Go back to go on the other tab.
Which one?
Minimize that whole window.
Oh, yeah.
Go back to single.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the calico princess. Hang on.
She's a feisty little booger. They all are.
She's got way more coloration on her feathers.
Hi, sister.
Than her sisters, her older sister or bigger sisters do.
Hey,
I don't know that she's actually
I think
smaller
she's just
or
a
not.
week younger. Oh, her shaking.
We think she's just a.
Her shaking.
I got you.
Bye, Dawn. Y'all have fun tonight.
There's her other side.
Yeah, she's really pretty. She's got a lot more color than the other ones.
Her wings are like full on. Hey.
She's a runt, but she's a handful.
Yep. Now.
She's shaking.
She ain't shaking now.
I'm cold too. You gonna hold me?
You told me to go away. I got cooties.
Yes. A few more days. Tom and Rhonda, hey! We almost getting out of here. Oh, we fuzzy. Are we fuzzy?
No, it does it on that because they're stretched.
Okay. Are we fuzzy, guys? Well, you get close with those chickens, sometimes it'll oh Lord, it's freezing up.
What'd you do?
I don't know. The mouse is doing that freezing up thing. We're good. How are you? Yes, we love chickens too. I get to get more chickens, kind of blurry. But first, my dad and I have to agree on the number because this number at 72 is.
Hang on, that is blurry. Hang on.
Oh my gosh! Black tail feather streak, yeah.
Now.
Yeah, is that better?
Okay.
Oh gosh, Tom.
Wait, what?
I gotta find the mouse again. Hang on. It's being that kind of jerk to me. I see that. Right? Wow. I'm so sorry.
Was it stray dogs killed all our chickens and dogs? Were they free range, Tom? Or did y'all have them in a pen? Emma, Sunny's place.
Emma. Is the dog dead?
What did it say? ER or what? We are
reading up on how to house them in the future.
Yeah, were they free range? That's my only thing with free ranging is.
Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah, they were free range.
See, I ain't let go of.
And she gets on me about trying to make sure everything's locked down, but I was like, for the time and effort, feed and everything you put into the chickens, you don't want them to just be picked off.
Yeah.
Now, if an owl swoops in from the top and gets them, that's nature. There's not a whole lot you can do with that. Unless you start shooting them off. But then we've got a 6-foot chain link fence,
and it's narrow, so they can't swoop down and get back up fast enough, and they can't go this way because of the coop. So they don't have very much roomage to get down and back up.
And then I lined the whole thing in cinder blocks. It's the Stidham Family Gospel.
Stidham Family Gospel.
They're the ones that were singing that we showed that night.
Yeah. Welcome, y'all. Make sure the pin has 3 feet out and 3 feet down in the dirt. Yeah, I don't do all that.
That's why I don't free range at Emma. I have them behind our Premier One fence.
Yep. See, that's what I was telling him about. Get the Premier One fence and do that where you can move them around.
Yeah.
We still ain't done all that yet. Hey, Annette. Good morning.
We may do that. You can let them out during the day or something like that. And then
but my dad also said, you can keep them up in the pen, and then like a couple hours before they roost, let them out and then let them get full on all the protein, and just do like 2 hours of free range, and then they'll go back in the coop and go up for the night with their full bellies, and they'll have that protein and extra nutrition and stuff overnight, and then they'll lay better eggs the next day.
I use cinder blocks, Tom. Just the regular cinder building blocks.
Right.
Let me see what it would actually.
Yeah, that's what, we were kind of thinking too. Don't give them enough room to be able to swoop down, pick it up, and get back up. They need like 6 or 10 feet to be able to do it that low and that fast. But if we go 6 feet high, that's a long way down for a chicken to be able to go down and come back up. So you want to keep them kind of tight, and give them somewhere to go. Like we used to have our coop on the outside of the old house, and now we've got our coop on the inside, so that way they can go up under the coop.
These blocks, I always just called them cinder blocks, Tom.
Cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks.
They're
heavy. They're cover a wide space.
Yeah, see, free range before they roost. Yeah. Hey, Nicole.
But we had loose dogs. We had coyotes and all that at the other house, and never had anything dig in.
And I planted herbs in them too.
Yeah.
Make sure to lay down some hardware cloth inside 2 feet around. And say we did the 1/2 inch hardware cloth, but it was like 6 inches up from the bottom, and we put the cinder blocks around the outside, and so that way they would really have to get in there. They would have to really want to get in there.
I want to make it hard as possible for them to get in there.
Even though it's hard for us to tape. Yeah, that is hard, Tom. I'm sorry. Yeah, that after you name them, that's done.
We tried to tell Jessica.
I told the kids, I was like, you ain't naming a chicken on this homestead anymore. No more.
Yeah, that's what and you can I like cinder blocks because they're so multi-purpose.
Yeah.
You can do fire pits. You can do beds. We had raised beds at the other house made out of them. I got a whole stack of them still left. Where we're talking about potentially expanding our run that we have now.
Robert Castleberry, hey.
Hey, Robert and Nicole. But they're heavy enough. They're not going to get pushed out of the way, and that's what we use, Tom.
It does. We don't have ours electric just because, like I said, it is 6 feet tall, and they got to really do some diving and back up to be able to get them. But yeah, if you wanted to free range, like Emma was talking about earlier, you see everybody using the Premier One fencing, and that way, you can kind of just rotate them and keep them on the fresh grass, but you still have them in that electric fence. But if you have a in the air predator issue, you don't want to make it so big that they have that swooping availability. 1 second.
So you want to make it as hard as possible, because if you're talking about hawks, owls, those such things, they got to have room to be able to make the dive and climb out. And if they can't make that climb, they're not going to do it. If you have those huge, big, wide open spaces, you kind of have to watch it. So if you keep it narrow and long, that's one thing, because then there's only one way for them to go, and that's the long way. And the odds are they're not going to do that if you keep that angled away from the tree line. And that's another thing to look at, is when you put your pin or your run, is not to put it too close to a tree line without making it as hard as possible for them to get in. Don't forget the chicken strips and nuggets, right? Electric stuff only works so well. Easier just to make it hard for them to dive in. Yeah, I understand that, Tom. We heard owls at our other property, and we actually had a hawk land on the top of the chain link fence.
Dude, I ain't never seen them chickens hide so fast in my life.
At the other house, but the hawk never went in. Never tried to get down and get the chickens.
Sit on the door.
Just
the gate.
Sit on the gate of the fence and just sat there. I have one named Extra Christy.
That's funny. Yeah, you just gotta know the swoopage.
And you just make it as hard as possible. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you could, and even having that high and that narrow to say something can't get in, that would be.
It's gonna happen.
That would be just stupidity talking, because if there's a will, there's a way.
That's what I keep telling him. You can make anything you want into Fort Knox. Something's still going to get in. You're just going to have to get over it, but he tries.
We don't have to deal with aerial predators as much as the four-legged
ones. Right. So, yeah, that's where, like, the Premier One being electrified on the ground will keep the the ground one's away, but the swoopage, if you're going to use the Premier one, you know, the electric fits or whatever, keep it smaller so they have more of a chance of hitting it with their feet as they swoop than they would be able to get in. Turn the pin into a maze. Exactly. Yep. That's it. And I mean, experience is the best teacher. You know, you can't Google experience. That's, you know, that's what they say. Yep.
My thing is when we first put the chickens out the other house in our tractor, I put black plastic stuff around the bottom of the tractor to try to keep snakes and all that stuff out. We set them out on like a Thursday. We left that Friday to go to the river for the weekend. And then I had my mom go by and check on them. And she's like, there's a snake in your pen.
The first weekend we leave.
There's a snake in your pen. Yep. I said, how? There's no way that's even possible. I mean, if we had it built it flat on the ground, then I had that black plastic that was dragging the ground. We took the, you know, the landscaping plastic that liners you put down in the ground, you know, that lines the beds, that makes the edge of the bed. We turned that upside down and we screwed it to the bottom of our tractor because it was kind of at an angle. And so we angled it down to the ground and screwed it in all the way around. Yeah. And they still got in. So my thing was, it didn't happen to one. I mean, that one got in, and then there was another one that we found out. It was mating season. When we got home, when they're like, oh, it's mating season. Don't worry about it. I don't want them anywhere mating around my chickens. They were 8 weeks old. They were little chickens. They were small. So I was like, I got you. And I went and got those cinder blocks, and I lined that whole tractor. It was a king snake that got in ours. I lined that tractor, and I lined our other big run at the other house in cinder blocks. Never had another snake problem. Never had anything get in a problem. Not saying it won't happen. Yep. See, snakes can climb up and in. Yep. Well, they're going to climb up and in a long way. Chicken nugget. Yeah. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I mean, they're going to have to work for my chickens. Unless you keep your chickens in the house. You know. They ain't have Jessica. Don't do that. Don't put them in the house. We put white cue ball where the chickens and ducks laid eggs. We never had a problem with snakes. Oh. That would be one hard egg to swallow. One was 6 feet long. Good night, America. No. Dang. Yeah, so we close ours up too at night. Yeah. Just because you don't know what's going to come out at night. Yeah, you do that now. Yeah, you don't know what's going to get in that little chain link square. You know, there's all kinds of critters that can fit through there. So we just try to do your best. You know, that's all you can ask for. Everything likes to eat chicken. Yeah. Is it Josh? No. You gotta put the chickens up. Okay. Check for eggs. Go on an Easter egg hunt. Dig in the hay. In the hay where you can. In the hay. I found 2 eggs under the hay today.
Why are there cinder blocks up there?
Because we were talking about showing them. Randy said, "Hey, Emma, what'd you do to him?"
Really?
Hang on.
Okay, sorry guys.
Turn off music.
Oh, hang on. Where?
Right there.
Just click on it? Okay, gotcha. Ooh, sorry. I don't know how to run this thing. Okay.
You need 2 more. What, 2 more kids? No.
No.
A good.
Hang on a second. Hard egg to swallow this. Take it like that.
You don't need it.
What was over there? It was right there.
Oh, it's right there on the island. Sorry, we had a little meltdown. No. They don't run off.
Knowledge, skill, or practice derived from direct observation or participation in events or particular event. Yeah, but you can't Google experience.
You can't learn it. Experience comes from experience. Hey, Marie.
What haven't they done right off? No.
Hey, Miss Rebecca.
Emma broke some of Logan's LED light strip.
You know, he's got his whole room. It's usually glowing back there, you know, from the lights coming out of his room. And she got off the bed and pushed down on the edge of the bed, and it snapped the last half of them went off. And so, yeah, he had just a little meltdown. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Not the end of the world. We'll get him some more.
Hey, Marie.
No big deal. He's got 50 more feet in there. No, we're not even used yet.
Well, he was gonna give me her.
I know, and he probably won't.
Not now. I'm gonna like, nope, repo them bad boys.
Yeah, Logan had like 50 extra feet of lights. He's like, well, I'll give them to Emma for her birthday, because she was like, I didn't know we could, you know, ask for lights for Christmas for our room. And I was like, you can ask for whatever you want. And anyway, so he had extra 50 feet, so he was going to give them to her for her birthday. And I'm like, you ain't now.
Yeah, he's gonna repo them bad boys. Yep.
You can gain knowledge from books and videos, but you have to put in the practice to gain skill. Yeah. Yep.
It's like Googling for building muscle, right?
Right.
You can watch it all day long, but until you get out there and do it. And that's why we put that on one of our shirts. King Google Experience.
Night, Deborah.
Night, Deborah.
I don't think I said hey to you earlier. Did you say hey?
I thought I did.
I seen the name pop up. I'm sorry. Miss Deborah, welcome. And good night. All right, guys.
And Rebecca.
I said hi to her.
Oh.
I've got to figure out what's for supper.
What is for supper?
I don't know.
Chicken.
What do you want for supper? Chicken? More chicken? Well, I've been having to use like our canned turkey and chicken and stuff because we've been so busy. I've just been throwing stuff together. Chicken.
See?
Chicken. Yeah.
You got some little chicken nuggets back here.
No. No. Don't think so.
Really?
Not right now. That's too much trouble. At least get them get bigger.
That'll be enough meat to worry about.
It's kind of like the people getting on that post that I made about the soup that I made, because I had all them little bitty marble-sized potatoes with the skin still on them, and I canned them that way. And I'm like, you know what? You can come peel all them bad boys next time. I ain't peeling jack, because they were like nickel-sized. I ain't peeling them. You know, lost your mind.
Randy said chicken on a stick. Roberta said, have a blessed evening and week, Stephen, Casey, Emma, and Logan. Thank you, Roberta. Have a blessed evening and week. Yeah, and we're not dancing this weekend either. For those that are interested, Brenda, Virginia, some of the other ones that come and join us on the weekends. Not this weekend. This will be a weekend we can actually stay home. We haven't got to do that yet. Last 2 weekends we had to leave, and then this whole last weekend, if we weren't gone, we were building. Huh?
Jessica had fried eggs and some bacon and pancakes.
Breakfast food. You shouldn't have had those pancakes.
Boo-hoo. I know. I'm sorry.
Who is playing Saturday?
What am I going to do Saturday night? I don't know. Find somebody else's live to go on. We're usually dancing on Saturday night, so I don't even know who goes on Saturday night.
Let me see who's
Eek, that's nasty.
Let me see. Hang on.
1,500 foot of water line. That I wouldn't look. I would not be looking forward to that. If y'all go on the Facebook page, Heartland Homesteaders, Teresa has a list of some of our little groups lives, what day and time that they're going on. And if you look in the comments, some of them have changed. Has she updated that list yet?
She's working on it.
She's working on getting the updated list. Yeah. So you'll have to look in the comments to see if there's anybody that's been updated. But yeah,
Saturday.
Pizza and pineapple. Okay, I'm working on a
At
blanket.
least you want to do Friday.
Wow, where did that go? That jumped all the way to the
top.
top.
Right. She missed saying hey to somebody. For
oh, okay. So that was my suggestion. I didn't need no pancakes. Oh, okay. Right. So over the extremely hot weather we got this week. I will trade you any day, Miss Annette. Any day. Woo! Man. Devil Dog goes live at 7, and I do at 8:30. There you go. Devil Dog and Gary.
Southbound's new group. She's never had them before. Friday.
Oh, those look like fun.
I think so.
Oh my God, who's the drummer?
It's not.
Okay. Woo!
He looks familiar.
What's that at?
Yeah. Huh. We might go Friday.
We might
We'll
go
see.
Friday, Brenda. Y'all got a chance.
We'll see.
We'll see what we're doing Friday.
Y'all got 0.0000.
Devil Dog? Well, he's another YouTuber. You just have to go check him out.
Yep, check out Devil Dog. Somebody put in Devil Dog's link for me. Be Eddie. I've not seen Eddie in a while. I have not been on as much YouTube as I like. I did watch some today, though. I watched some of Danny's stuff. I watched Jerry at Carpenter Self-Reliance. I watched...
You know, I had to go check on a bunch of people because I hadn't been getting a whole lot of notifications either. But, I mean, there's videos there. My notifications are turned on. They're just not popping up.
Who? I watched one more. Janice.
We just go,
Where Did We Get Homestead? I watched one of hers.
Don't forget to send me a link to those. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do it right now.
Jamie is his Mrs. Awesome folks. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, Eddie's pretty cool dude. Ex-military, or they say you're not really ever ex-military. You're always military for life. Casey would probably agree. Robert said, I just went over 200 subs today, still plugging away. I understand, Robert. I cannot seem to hit 400. Oh, Mr. Boots. I got up to 393, then I went back down to 389, then I was 393 again. I think I'm back down to 392. Notice if you have YouTube history on, you stop getting notifications. Huh. Right, Gary, a veteran. Yep. Gary is too. He's an awesome guy. Oh, yeah. Eddie is my icon. Definitely understand that. You come back.
Yeah, I was trying to get this link real quick.
Oh.
I'll get it pulled up and I'll remember to send it to her here in a minute.
Yeah, I was hoping that I might get back doing stuff like that and sharing channels and stuff. Like I did before Mr. Boots. Just not found a good time to do that yet. I was going to talk about doing Tuesdays, but then there's always quite a few people on Tuesdays already. And then we're usually busy on the weekends, so don't hold it against him, right? Oh, he made your icon. I got you. In the world?
Well, you asked us for information here under the mouthful.
Oh.
I'm helping an animal friend.
Oh.
Another animal friend. Sorry.
So maybe Friday, Brenda and Miss Virginia, at the small place. Yes.
Sorry, guys. Do this while I'm thinking about it. Okay, Jessica, there you go. There you go.
Hey, this says every parent can relate to this. It's a mama kangaroo holding her baby kangaroo. Hi, what you gonna do now? It won't act right, you just pick them up. Oh, that's funny. It says animal parenting problems. See, they have problems too. Oh, just pick Joey up and be done with it. Baby kangaroo.
That's funny. I'm trying to watch the movie. Absolutely, Annette.
Oh, I bet it really
Absolutely.
does. The time difference, I can imagine what that's like.
It's like
Being on the
right
flip
after
side.
9,
Or it's breakfast as soon as
9,
she's
10.
getting up.
I think there.
She's trying to keep from moving back home, right? No, you're too big. Get your tail out. Tammy won't dance with me and has it for about 33 years. Well, get her out there, Gary.
Right. Mine too. Emma's bigger than I am.
Right.
Logan, I can still wrestle
You are.
down.
You're like up here.
I couldn't hold you upside down.
No. There was a mama kangaroo holding the baby kangaroo upside down.
I've totally held my kiddos like that. That I believe.
She did that yesterday.
I believe.
JB.
I know it. He's so little, just pick him up and put him on your hip, upside down. Okay.
What can I put
She
this
didn't have
in?
to put something in there. Make it up the spot.
What?
I'm doing mackerel patties.
Hey.
Okay. All right, guys. We're going to get off of here because they're starting to get antsy and I got to get them fed. Yep. So we will just be watching. I don't know if we're going to go Friday night or Saturday night. Probably Friday night. Randy says hi.
Hi.
And so we'll probably go dancing. Yeah, probably Friday night. But just be watching. We'll try to pre-schedule it once we decide if we're going or not. And then that way y'all know to be watching for us Friday night if y'all want to dance with us. So anyway,
Yeah,
I gotta get over here and get them fed.
It'll be a new band we've never heard, so we'll have to see how that plays out.
Oh, we love you too, guys. Love you too. Okay.
Huh?
No, I'm still talking to her.
Okay, well I fixed that. So
okay, good. All right, I'm just gonna cook then. I think it was attempting on getting it started. So we will see you guys probably Friday. We've got the chicken coop coming out tomorrow. We got our chicken story either Wednesday or Thursday. I haven't decided yet. I may go ahead and move it up and get that story on out there. So be looking for those 2 videos to come out. And
I do that when you film the other one.
I'll have some more and do an update.
Yeah, do the update Thursday.
So this week is going to be all about chickens.
Right. Last week was shed, and the week before that was pantry stuff.
Yeah.
So this next week we'll be doing did go with the green thing. There you go.
Nah. I figured this one out yet.
But y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for being here. We've had a lot to catch up on. And as usual, everybody else, we're running wide open. It's that in between. You're trying to do some stuff outside, but you can't do a whole lot of stuff outside. But you need to get stuff done because spring's coming, and spring ain't gonna wait for nobody. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Randy.
That's actually 2/3 of a bag. That's better than half. So you did really good. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The feed we get is
like 13.
It's 15.44, and it's a 50-pound bag of 22% layer pellets that I get.
Yeah.
I get from the farm store. So thank you very
much.
That will help out a lot more than y'all realize.
Yeah, we got more mouths to feed.
Yeah, there's still 13 more, and they haven't even got to the adult feed yet.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, and we will see you this week in the videos and probably this weekend.
Randy, have you put up anything about the blanket that you got?
I thought he did last week.
Did he? I need to go see.
We will check on that. We will see you later, guys.
I'm going to show it on here.
Oh, well, hang on. Well, you're losing people. Hurry up.
I'm trying.
We done said bye.
I don't see it on as a short.
I thought he
said he said he would go. He would, but I don't think he has. Maybe it's community post. Hang on. I'm looking.
Yes, I did a mail call. That's what he said. He did a mail call.
Where is it? Is it on yours or is it on Shannon's?
He told us last week that he did, and you said you were going to go watch it.
I know. I'm sitting here looking. I didn't see it the other day either. Oh, so this is mail call. Hang on. Okay. So let's see. I want to see Randy's thing real quick.
Hang on. Hey, that's us. Just scroll up right there. Or hit him right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't do that for you. You're not mobile. I'll have to come up here.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Because those that don't know, Randy won a blanket from us.
Like back in July.
And we finally got it ordered.
Live.
And sent to him. And this is his mail call here. And I wanted to share that with y'all.
We'll go to it. That section first. Get it set. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so here it is.
So more stickers for the board. And here's one of the bigger prizes I got. I don't know if I can get it on camera or not, but it's from Boots and Bounty. The first blanket upside down.
And we got one too, Randy.
I got the first blanket they had a giveaway, and look how big this blanket is, guys.
It is big.
It's really pretty.
Covers the whole
I laid it last night. But ain't that pretty?
It is pretty.
Boots and Bounties. I was the first one to. I got the first blanket. They actually got the second blanket. They got a blanket the same time I had.
I ordered it first, and we got the second.
That was the first blanket that they ever had.
I like that blue. Yeah.
It was really warm throw blanket. It's not a small one either. I mean, big as I am.
Heck no, it ain't small.
It covers me up and stuff.
He said he was going to take it in the truck with him, and that way he'd have something to keep him warm.
Yep.
So thank you, Randy. I did want to make sure I showed that because I know we talked about it, and I guess I was looking for it just a short or something, and I didn't see it. So when I saw it and was thinking about it, there's ours. Obviously, it covers the whole couch, and it's hanging off
over the back, and it's down there in the cushion.
Usually it goes from behind, over, and down, and it comes across the seat area.
That's like a 9 or 10 foot couch. So the blanket's at least 8 foot.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Long.
But that's available on the website if y'all are interested.
Okay. Now we can go.
I don't really know what to do next, so.
She got the can open. She don't know what to do next.
I've done crushed it, took all the bones out, and put it in another bowl.
Oh, I know what y'all are doing then. Okay.
Gotta go.
Now we're gonna go because I gotta get supper going. Video's coming out this week. I'm glad you got it and love it, Randy. Very soft, super soft, easy to take care of, and dries really quick. So y'all stay safe, take care of each other, and we will see y'all down the road. Bye, y'all.
Bye.